In this video, we'll talk about how to divide complex numbers that are in polar form. Quotient rule, I feel like it's super similar to product rule. It's just all the opposite stuff. So if we have two complex numbers in polar form, the first one being r1 times cosine of theta 1 plus I of theta 1, and the second one being r2 times cosine of theta 2 plus I sine of theta 2. When you divide them, what we're going to do this time is divide the two r values and subtract the thetas. Remember, with product rule, we multiplied the two r values and then added the thetas. Here, we're going to divide the two r values and subtract the thetas. Let's find each quotient, and we'll write our answer in rectangular form. We'll start by dividing our two r values. 24 divided by 2 is 12. And then we'll start right with our CIS. And then we are subtracting our thetas. 150 minus 30 will be 120 degrees. There, we've actually divided them, and we are currently in polar form, but now we want to write it in rectangular form. We'll distribute the 12. And then find our two exact trig values off the unit circle. Cosine of 120 degrees is negative 1/2. And sine of 120 degrees, square root of 3 over 2. And now we'll multiply. 12 times negative 1/2 is negative 6. I can do some simplifying over here. This becomes 6i times the square root of 3. And there's our rectangular form. Let's try another. This example is in our abbreviated notation. We start by dividing our two r values. Now careful there, it's super easy for our brain to tell us 3, but this is 1/3. And then CIS, and we'll subtract our two theta values. 305 degrees minus 65 degrees is 240 degrees. We want to write our answer in rectangular form. So I'll write this in the expanded form, distribute the 1/3, and then we'll find our exact trig values. We get 1/3 cosine of 240 degrees plus I times sine of 240 degrees. Distributing the 1/3, we get 1/3 cosine of 240 degrees plus 1/3 I sine of 240 degrees. And then we'll get those two exact trig values off our unit circle. Cosine of 240 degrees is negative 1/2. And sine of 240 degrees is negative square root of 3 over 2. And now we'll do some cleanup. 1/3 times negative 1/2 is negative 1/6. Now here we're going to have a positive times a negative, so this will be minus. Multiplying 1/3 times square root of 3 over 2, that's going to give us I times the square root of 3 over 6.